Hello family, Sir here. In this video, I'm going to share with you part of a conversation I had with a colleague and friend right here in Charlotte. We talk about Charlotte, places to go, places to eat, as well as very pertinent information if you're trying to relocate and buy a home all at the same time. Stick around because this video is packed with information and things for you to do. To those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. And to those family members who are coming back, I appreciate you and thank you for joining me again. And you know, on this channel, we talk about real estate, money, and North and South Carolina. And as I said earlier, in this video, we talk about Charlotte and about relocating and what you need to do. Without further ado, here is part of the conversation I had with Ortez Fields. Come with me. How you doing, brother?
Hey, how you doing, sir? Appreciate you
doing
bringing me on. Yeah. So, quick introduction, ladies and gentlemen. Like Sir said, we met. My name is Ortez Fields. I'm a senior mortgage banker with Affordable Mortgage Partners here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Like Sir said, reached out instantly, almost like we were brothers from another. So, you know, I appreciate you, like I said, bringing me on so I can help all of your listeners get into some homes. So I look forward to sharing my knowledge.
No, we appreciate that. And again, as soon as second conversation, I was like, no, we need to get you on here. So
yeah, it was all like, what are you doing next week? I was like, I guess I'm going to be on the show.
Yes. I don't like to wait. So we're going to get into a lot of topics regarding mortgage and then how people can better position themselves to get a home. But first, I know that you just transitioned to Charlotte. So since you've been here, what have you found that you enjoy most about Charlotte?
Like I said, like the thing I enjoyed the most,
yes,
I would probably say is it's surprisingly so much to do. The surrounding areas have progressed so much so since I first moved here that it's almost like I wouldn't get bored here.
Yep.
And just seeing the nuances and the culture and the diversity of the people that live here now.
Yes.
It's beautiful because I originally didn't think I was going to see that. And when I got down here, I said, you know, I kind of stood back and was like, wait a minute.
Yep.
There's, you know, it's beautiful. And then just finding like hidden gems around the city, just randomly just driving around. Like, I'll keep it 100. The one thing I don't like is the fact that it takes forever to get to someplace. Like I said, I'm from Detroit.
Yes.
I can hop on 6 freeways and get to anywhere in 15 to 20 minutes, right? Give or take.
Yep.
Here, it's like 15 or 20 minutes to just go 10 miles sometimes. And it just makes me scratch my head, but I get used to it. Yeah, I get used to it. But other than that, though, you just find these cool, like right now. So I'm a foodie. So
cool... where should people go? What is your recommendation?
Okay, so there's I think it's like the exit is like Matthews Pineville. I think I can't remember the exit number. It's where the hospital is. But there's a little spot. It's a Black-owned restaurant called What the Fries.
Yes.
So it's called What the Fries, and I had the steak hibachi fries, and it just blew me away. So that's one hidden gem.
Yes.
There's a one down near you. It's called Little Big Burger.
Yes, that's a good one too. That's a good one.
So that's a good spot. There's a spot out here. I don't think they have it down near you. But if you're up near Concord, check it out. It's called Tacos for Life.
No, I have to check it out. I will have to check it out.
So they've got this grilled shrimp Hawaiian taco with shaved coconut.
Now that sounds like something I need to partake in.
That
people are taking notes. Giving you places you need to go check out. You're gonna get educated and fed. So
yes. So that's kind of what I got so far for food and places to go. Let me see what other. Oh, and I'm also a beer and cigar head. So
you told me about a cigar spot that you like.
Yes, so up here in they actually have two locations. One
Hmm.
is in the epicenter, and one is up here near Concord Mills Mall. It's called Tailored Smoke. Phenomenal establishment, excellent choice of cigars if that's what everyone is into.
Hmm.
And then also, I can't name all of them, but there's a slew of breweries
Oh,
throughout Charlotte. Charlotte has just so much. I don't want to. There's so much flavor and things to do that I genuinely believe you cannot get bored
you
once you
can't
move
get
down
bored.
here.
You have to be curious and then and
Yeah.
try it out. Go check it out. Drive around. One thing I haven't mentioned on this channel to the family is Airsley. Airsley is a little pocket in Still Creek where you have a Piedmont Social House, which has a bowling alley. You have live music. You have Carolina Beer Temple. You have the corner bar. You have a movie theater. It really is right off of South Tryon. You take a left and you're in a whole nother town, it almost seems. So
Hmm.
Charlotte has these mini pockets that you just have to explore and just see because it really does have a lot to offer. And people say they get bored. And I'm like,
Haven't searched.
you haven't searched, you got a little complacent. That's
Yeah, and
all.
then like it's a little pocket right off the plaza. It's
Mm-hmm.
like that it's a pocket over there. It's so much to do.
Yeah.
It's like I said, you can't get bored. And if you enjoy the scenery and don't mind driving, you will find something that is going to intrigue you, and that you're gonna look at it. Like I'm fond of, they got adult arcades, so like I get to play skeet ball and have a beer.
Yes.
You can't beat that.
No.
That's something that
No.
it's a big kids playground.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Real
So
quick, this transitions us perfectly into you talk about you just moving here. And the
mhm.
first question that I want to ask you or touch on is I get a lot of people reaching out to me from out of state, and
Okay.
they're wondering about relocating to Charlotte, to North Carolina, South Carolina, and wondering can they do so? How do they get
Okay.
a loan when they're trying to relocate states?
Okay, so the biggest thing that they really want to focus on, it's a few things, but the
Hmm.
biggest thing is just income consistency, right? And what I mean by that is the job that you have currently, is it transferable? So are you basically taking your job and moving it to Charlotte? If it's with the same company, there's no waiting period. It's a slam dunk. It's just
Yep.
now you just got to make sure you get established in your new office. Come contact Sir. Make sure you come see some apartments that you can stay for like 2 or 3 months and then find you a beautiful home, right? Um, the next thing might be, is it in the same field? So you want to make sure your ducks are in a row as far as like, hey, if I'm a construction worker with a different company and then I go to another construction company, easy. Which the biggest thing is you want to basically be able to draw a line as far
Hmm.
as the connect the dots as far as the jobs is concerned, right? The one time it does get a little dicey is if it's a new job in a new field, right?
Okay.
And give you a small example. Um, if I was a bartender and like I said, I'm at Michigan State University, I get my degree in accounting and then I come to Charlotte and
Yeah.
I have a full-time accounting job. Well, that's easy to connect the dots. So
Yeah.
now you're going to a full-time job, show us an offer letter, we're good to go, right? So it's really just the income consistency that you really want to focus on. Another speed block that a lot of people, especially in the era that we're in right now, right,
Yeah.
is working remote, right?
Yes. What do you
So
need for that?
when you're working remote, there has to be a promise of continuation of you being remote, right?
Okay.
And what a lot of individuals underestimate is getting their employer to put pen to paper saying that they're going to be remote, right? And that's causing a lot of issues for our members. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you want to make sure your income is going to transfer.
Yes.
Now, the third thing I want to talk about. So we talked about income consistency. We
Yes.
talked about whether or not you're going to be remote. It's going to be regional pay scale. You got to ask yourself, well, hey, if I move, does working in the Pacific Northwest, am I going to have the same pay as working in the Southeast? And is that going to affect what I can ultimately afford?
Hmm.
Because if you got a lower pay but still got the same debts, it's not going to be the exact same house that you had envisioned versus where you were at. I'm not going to quote the name of a company, but I remember I saw a news article or heard something where they were going to stop paying their remote workers the same amount because they didn't drive into, I want to say it was New York.
Yep.
It was like they were living in Connecticut, and the employees, I think it was like a 15 or 20% pay cut because they stayed remote. And that's a huge factor when it comes to purchasing and relocating out of state. So ultimately, at the end of the day, just make sure your income is going to be consistent. Make sure if you are a remote worker, make sure your HR person or whoever in your company is going to say like, hey, I'm going to be remote and I can buy anywhere. And then checking your regional pay scale to make sure that what you make here is going to transfer what you make when you move. So
No, perfect. Thank you. I think that broke it down. And for everyone, if for your particular situation, if you're thinking about it or have questions, Ortez information is right on the screen. It'll also be in the description box. Feel free to reach out to him. Hello, family. I hope you enjoyed that conversation. Again, this is just part of the conversation I had with Ortez. If you have any mortgage-related questions, feel free to reach out to him. He is a wealth of knowledge. And I know we talked about Charlotte at length in this video, but I wanted you to get some perspective from somebody that hasn't been in Charlotte as long as I have been. People reach out regularly asking where to go, what food places and things to do, and I thought his perspective was something that would be valued to a lot of people watching this channel. So do me a huge favor, hit that like button and also subscribe to the page and hit that bell icon if you haven't already, because I will be releasing other parts of our conversation where we go in depth about different mortgage issues. I appreciate you watching. I'm Sir Ashley. Talk soon.